Chapter 1. Overview of Marketing. These questions are the learning objectives guiding the chapter and will be explored in more detail in the following slides. What is the role of marketing in organizations? How do marketers create value for a product or service? Why is marketing important both within and outside the firm? Google, Facebook, and YouTube are just 3 examples of companies that have found a place in the lives of its customers by providing a great value. Each firm gives more to its customers than those customers spend in terms of their time and money. Marketing is an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, capturing, communicating, and delivering value to customers, and for managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. This slide summarizes the core aspects of marketing, which will be presented in greater detail in the following slides. This ad is targeted to consumers who consider taste to be an important element. Other benefits for toothpaste marketers might include fresh breath, no cavities, white teeth. This might appeal to older kids and young adults. Each party to the exchange gives up something of value. The customer gives up not only money, but also time and information, and the firm gives up the good or service. The exchange in the end is mutually beneficial. Marketing traditionally has been divided into a set of 4 interrelated decisions known as the marketing mix, or 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. Together, the 4 Ps comprise the marketing mix, which is the controllable set of activities that the firm uses to respond to the wants of its target markets. Although marketing is a multifaceted function, its fundamental purpose is to create value by developing a variety of offerings, including goods, services, and ideas, to satisfy customer needs. Goods are items that you can physically touch. Services are intangible customer benefits that are produced by people or machines and cannot be separated from the producer. Ideas include thoughts, opinions, and philosophies, and intellectual concepts such as these can also be marketed. Price is everything the buyer gives up in exchange for the product. This includes money, time, and energy. Marketers must determine the price of a product carefully on the basis of the potential buyer's belief about its value. Place describes all the activities necessary to get the product to the right customer when that customer wants it. Supply chain management is the field that examines these activities. Notice that this ad tells the viewer that they can find this product in the product section of the grocery store. Even the best products and services will go unsold if marketers cannot communicate their value to customers. Promotion, thus, is communication by a marketer that informs, persuades, and reminds potential buyers about a product or service to influence their opinions or elicit a response. Calvin Klein's provocative advertising has helped create an image that is filled with youth, style, and sex appeal. A desktop computer can be sold from firm to consumer, and then from consumer to consumer. Marketers affect many stakeholders. Customers represent one stakeholder group, but others include all those in the supply chain, employees, and society at large. Supply chain partners include manufacturers, agents, wholesalers, retailers, and so on. Companies market to employees with employment marketing, also known as internal marketing, to recruit and retain the best employees. Since the turn of the century, marketing has evolved from the production-oriented era when most firms believed that a good product would sell itself, to today's value-based marketing era, where most successful firms have transcended a production, selling, or market orientation and attempt to discover and satisfy their customers' needs and wants. In value-based marketing, firms must offer customers something in excess of that being offered by the competitors. Firms must understand how each aspect of their products or service creates value for customers. Now check yourself. 1. What is the definition of marketing? Marketing is an organizational function and a set of processes for creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers, and for managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. 2. Marketing is about satisfying blank and blank, needs and wants. 3. What are the 4 components of the marketing mix? Product, price, place, and promotion. 4. Who can perform marketing? Individuals and organizations. 5. What are the various eras of marketing? Production, sales, market, and value-based. All firms that desire to become value-driven must have organization structures that will share information, balance benefits and costs, and build relationships. Value depends on what's important to customers. M&Ms are inexpensive candies, but when customized, they warrant a price premium. Target has outperformed the Standard & Poor's Retail Index by constantly measuring the benefits that customers perceive against the cost of their offerings. Now check yourself. 1. What are the 2 methods for increasing value? A method of providing additional value to customers, known as value co-creation, is to allow them the opportunity to act as collaborators in creating the product or service. 2. How can a firm become value-driven? Firms become value-driven by focusing on 3 activities: sharing information, building relationships, and balancing benefits and costs. Marketing has evolved into a major business function that crosses all areas of a firm or organization. Marketing can enrich society in many ways, including offering foods which are healthier, protecting the environment, contributing to local communities as an active corporate citizen, and practicing responsible marketing through pricing and promotional incentives that are fair and ethically responsible. Whereas marketing plays a major role in the success of large corporations, it also is at the center of the successes of numerous new ventures initiated by entrepreneurs or people who organize, operate, and assume the risk of a business venture. Now check yourself. 1. List 5 factors that emphasize the importance of marketing. Expands global presence, pervasive across organization, pervasive across supply chain, makes life easier, enriches society, can be entrepreneurial. 2. A firm doing the right thing emphasizes the importance of marketing to society. To do the right thing, the firm will emphasize society. This is a good time to introduce the debate of whether it is best to do right by society or right by stakeholders. Ben & Jerry's has a mission statement which encompasses the goals of the organization. Ben & Jerry's seeks to please customers while making its economic goals and doing right by society. 1. Expands global presence, pervasive across organization, pervasive across supply chain, makes life easier, enriches society, can be entrepreneurial. 2. To do the right thing, the firm will emphasize society. This is a good time to introduce the debate of whether it is best to do right by society or right by stakeholders. Exchange is the trade of things of value between the buyer and the seller so that each is better off as a result. Goods are items that you can physically touch. Ideas include thoughts, opinions, and philosophies, and intellectual concepts which can be marketed. A supply chain is the group of firms that make and deliver a given set of goods and services. Value reflects the relationship of benefits to costs.